Hey guys, Ryan from Boxers Lab here to talk to you about McLaren. Thanks for watching, by the way, really appreciate it. As you can tell, I like wearing small shirts, but when you got Gilles Villeneuve on the front, who really cares? You know, the guy's a legend, you can't really say no to that. So I've got plenty of more other small shirts out the back, so they're gonna keep coming. Sorry guys, I really have to apologise in advance. Anyway, let's talk about McLaren, sorry to get off track. Testing reports is that they are doing better than 2015. Well done guys, only way is up I guess. But basically in terms of from what we're hearing around the traps is that increased reliability, which is definitely good. Now they can do more than 5 laps in a row, and a little bit more power as well. So they've actually got more power than a GP2 car now. So they've definitely you know, delivered on Alonso's wishes, which is excellent. He hasn't got the power of a GP2 car now, so he probably won't whinge about it in front of the home crowd and Honda's home crowd in Suzuka. But yeah, look, in terms of the performance, they did around the same amount of laps as pretty much most of the midfield teams like Force India, Toro Rosso, etc., which is definitely positive because obviously that was the major thing. Still persisting with the zero kind of minimal packaging of the car, which Honda's kind of saying, oh, we're not too sure about this, you know, it's affecting our cooling, etc. Obviously from, you know, an aerodynamics point of view and everything, McLaren's still persevering with it. Interesting fact about that though is that Ferrari ditched the zero packaging plan in 2015 and they had a much better season than 2014, so maybe guys take a hint for 2017. But yeah, anyway, look, you know, McLaren's not doing too bad. Let's cast our eyes back to history though in terms of McLaren. They've had some rough patches, and just want to kind of point out that I think they're on the right track at this point. It's a long track, don't get me wrong, they're not even probably a quarter way through the journey at the moment, but yeah, hey, as I said, only way is up. Late 70s, early 80s, after they had their success with James Hunt, obviously we all know about James Hunt, they had a bunch of rough years. Now they had some good drivers. They had John Watson, they had Alain Prost for 1980, they had James Hunt for a little bit longer as well after his World Championship season, Patrick Tambay, etc. They did still kind of win races from time to time, but it wasn't enough. We're not talking championship stuff here. So they've had some rough times, but in saying that, in '84, when they did get Alain Prost and Niki Lauda, they won 3 World Championships in a row from '84 to '86. So bit of overcoming adversity there, I guess. And obviously then Honda jumped in on the scene after they got rid of their tag Porsche engines, and then obviously, you know, Senna Prost domination basically. And then '93 lost the Hondas and got their old school revisions back yonder Ford V8s, where they had basically less power than the Benettons, which were technically, I guess, the factory Ford supplied team at the time. But yeah, look, you know, obviously Ford, they still won races with it, which was awesome, and then obviously they moved on to a factory deal with Peugeot. Yeah, that didn't go too well. If you want to talk almost as bad reliability as Honda in 2015, look at the Peugeot engines, because they were rubbish. But the cool thing about the Peugeot engines was that they did run. When they did explode though and retire, they made a good mess, and it was good for TV. So look, thanks guys, it was pretty awesome. You know, at least you did it with a bang, I guess, and at least you kept the crowds happy at the same time. But then obviously, yeah, then they had the Mercedes engines after that. So from about you know, the mid 90s all the way to 2014, obviously, and you know, a few world champions there, a few world championships. Sorry, Mika Hakkinen, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, Mercedes know a thing or two about winning, but in saying that as well, it takes them time as well. So, you know, casting back to kind of Honda, obviously win their own foray into Formula One with the V10s. Yeah, not so great in terms of results there, but you know, there's obviously a lot of factors there that we could have taken into account. at the end of the day, I think that with the internal shake-ups at Honda, and what I am hearing, it's not just the mover and shaker at the head of the pack in terms of the project lead, but we're talking everyone. There's been a massive shake-up and basically a new focus within the Honda camp in terms of their focus towards McLaren and the engine. Maybe that'll bring positive vibes, I don't know, I'm not too sure. But yeah, look guys, it's going to take some years. You're on the right track, you're on the way up, and you're gonna make it. I can see it. You're definitely gonna get some podiums at least. Not this year, maybe 2017, maybe 2018, provided one, Honda doesn't pull out, because obviously they might have the shits with, you know, not actually getting any results, or two, you keep some good drivers. Fernando Alonso is obviously your man out of the two at the moment. If Jensen stays at maximum 2 more years, I'll be very surprised. In hindsight, you probably should have put Stoffel Van Dorn, your newly crowned GP2 development driver, into a race seat, because at the end of the day, he's not going to be winning races either in this current car. So you should have probably taken a gamble there, or at least kept Magnussen. But Magnussen's now gone, and you flicked him off a while ago. So guys, you know, keep your heads up. You'll be fine, and I'm sure we'll be cheering about you soon. Thanks guys, have a good night.